Foldable phones are not going away, at least not yet. They may hardly generate much buzz these days, but when a new model is released, they cause quite a stir. There is space for improvement, not only in specifications but also in design, and we are seeing some manufacturers experiment with such components. Although there are more foldable phones available, Samsung remains the clear king, albeit solely due to its industry influence. Its dominance is being challenged by competitors whose designs address many of the Galaxy Z Fold's problems and limits. So everyone is waiting to see how Samsung responds this year. We're only 3 months away from the Galaxy Z Fold 6's release, so we've compiled all of the information we've learned so far to provide a full picture of what to expect from one of the pioneers of this still niche market. The way a foldable phone works sounds almost so easy, but in reality, it is a difficult design to accomplish due to the delicate balancing act that designers and engineers must do. How can you create a smartphone that is as large as a tiny tablet, while still being as comfortable to use as a conventional phone? To put it bluntly, Samsung missed the mark with its first generation of foldables, but it appears to be getting closer to a better answer with each iteration. According to the combined leaks and rumors, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 will include some minor but important adjustments to the formula. There are differences in specific estimates, but the consensus is that Samsung's 2024 Big Foldable will have a larger exterior cover screen, a slimmer and lighter frame, flatter edges, and sharper corners. These minor modifications add up to make the Galaxy Z Fold 6 more similar to its Galaxy skin. Even if the screen size remains the same, the broader outer display will significantly improve usability. The improved aspect ratio would make the phone more comfortable to use as a regular phone while folded, addressing one of the most serious and ongoing critiques about Samsung's foldable design. This means that the unfold shape will be more square this time, similar to previous foldable phones' designs. However, according to some leaked measurements, it will not be as broad as the Google Pixel Fold or OnePlus Open, which are thought to have a better design in this regard. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 is also predicted to be smaller than the 5.6mm folded, 12.1mm unfold, and lighter than the 239 grams than any previous model. This improvement is based on the design of the previous Galaxy Z Fold, but not on other manufacturers. The recently introduced Honor Magic V2 is likely the smallest and lightest foldable, but its restricted availability renders it meaningless in some markets. One disadvantage of a slimmer design is that there will still be no space for an integrated S Pen, something Samsung fans have been wanting since the Galaxy Z Fold 3. There are speculations of an Ultra edition for the Galaxy Z Fold 6, in which Samsung will pull out all the stops. If accurate, this might be a titanium-clad variant, similar to the Galaxy S24 Ultra and industry standards. Of course, this would hike prices, especially if the rumored Galaxy Z Fold 6 Ultra includes other enhancements. Samsung's flagship products always have the best specifications available on the market, and the Galaxy Z Fold 6 will be no exception. The concern, however, is whether Samsung's definition of best matches purchasers' expectations. This year, we'll be looking at another evolutionary upgrade, which may not appeal to all consumers. The current Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is an obvious choice for a 2024 flagship, and there have been no rumors about a unique version designed specifically for Samsung or the foldable. The phone's memory, on the other hand, is unlikely to see a significant increase. RAM will once again be limited to 12 GB, with storage available in 256 GB and 512 GB configurations. It's probably about time for a 16 GB RAM, 1 TB storage Galaxy Z Fold, but that may not happen unless the Ultra variant rumors come true. The battery is another component that is unlikely to alter. Although a 4600 mAh battery was previously rumored, a slimmer and lighter design would likely make more sense if Samsung continues with the current 4400 mAh pack. Unfortunately, charging technologies are not likely to change, leaving new owners with the same 25-watt wired and 15-watt wireless charging speeds. Given the projected debut date, the Z Fold 6 will ship with the most recent One UI 6.1 version, which will remain based on the current Android 14 release. The user experience will be the same as on the Galaxy S24, with some foldable-specific capabilities added in. Expect Samsung to actively highlight AI features, particularly those that it was unable to focus on earlier this year. While the small improvements to specs can be overlooked, the cameras will be the main Achilles heel of this year's Samsung Foldable. Contrary to expectations and aspirations, the Z Fold 6 is expected to use the same set of cameras that were included with the Z Fold 5 last year. This has a 50 megapixels main camera, a 10 megapixels 3x zoom telephoto, and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. The under-display camera beneath the foldable screen is expected to experience performance enhancements while maintaining the same 4 megapixels sensor. While software and algorithms may extract amazing images from such sensors, less powerful hardware can only go so far. The broader concern is why Samsung can't employ superior cameras, while practically all of its competitors can. Thickness is not an issue, and Samsung's foldables are not less expensive than other foldables, leaving one to wonder about the company's motivations. However, it could be preparing the way for the anticipated Z Fold 6 Ultra, which is supposed to mimic the S24 Ultra in certain aspects. In addition to a titanium frame, this Ultra foldable could use Samsung's 200 megapixels camera from the early 2024 flagship. That, however, would necessitate modifying the specs of the foldable phone, particularly its thickness, which is extremely unlikely. Samsung appears to be presenting its second Galaxy Unboxed event earlier each year, particularly since the Galaxy Note line has been discontinued. The Z Fold 5 was launched in late July of last year, with actual shipments beginning around August. This year's announcement may follow a similar trend, with it falling around the second week of July. This earlier date could also be owing to Samsung's desire to avoid conflicting with the 2024 Summer Olympics, where it could be a major sponsor and actively promote the Z Fold 6. We do not anticipate any pricing adjustments this year, especially given there are no major changes taking place. The previous foldable flagships began at $1,800, and this might still be the starting price for a 12GB RAM, 256GB storage combination. However, if an Ultra model is introduced, the pricing structure may change and become more convoluted. The regular Z Fold 6 could start at $1,700, while the Ultra variant with its titanium exterior and greater specs could cost $2,000. In terms of the Z Fold 6, it appears that Samsung fans will be subjected to yet another iteration cycle this year. While performance and design will improve significantly, several of the current owners' concerns have yet to be addressed. Hopefully, the bigger cover screen aspect ratio will improve the phone's general usefulness. However, the difference may be too subtle to notice. The Z Fold 6 will suffer the most in terms of photography, and Samsung must demonstrate that it can pull a rabbit out of its hat with these older camera sensors. Although Samsung leads the smartphone industry due to its broad reach and renown, it is jeopardizing that position by resting on its laurels in the foldable market for too long. Although some of its competitors are not available in significant markets where Samsung operates, they highlight weaknesses in Samsung's design. If these brands can accomplish something that a giant like Samsung cannot, people will begin to lose faith in the brand's goods, resulting in a self-fulfilling prophecy of lower sales for the Galaxy Z Fold series. Please let me know your opinions. Don't forget to press the like button. See you next time. Peace out.